Okay, we're going to have a look at question number 1. And question number 1 says, suppose you have 5 red marbles, 4 yellow marbles, and 1 blue marble. Okay, then the question asks, you put them into a bag, and so they go into a bag, all of these marbles. You take one out, you put it back in, and then you take another out. And it's asking for the probabilities of what the colors would be. So if you look here, there are only 3 possible outcomes. When you put the marbles into the bag, pull one out, it can only be one of 3 possible outcomes. Those 3 outcomes will be red, yellow, or blue. So we can put them down here: red, yellow, and blue. Now, because even though there are only 3 options, one color, or one of the options, or one of the colors has a higher probability than the others. One has a very low probability, and we need to put that probability into our tree diagram. So here, to find out what the probability is, we add all the marbles together. So there's 5 here, 4 here, and 1 there. So that makes there's a total of 10 marbles. And to find out what probability or what chance each color has, it's quite easy. We've done that before. Okay, so the probability for it to be a red marble, the first one, is a 5 in 10 chance. For it to be a yellow one is a 4 in 10 chance, because there's 4 yellows in the bag of 10. And there's only 1 blue, so that's a 1 in 10 chance. So we write that into our diagram. So red has a 5 in 10 chance, yellow has a 4 in 10 chance, and blue has a 1 in 10 chance. Okay, now I keep these probabilities out of 10 because it's going to make it simpler when I calculate a little bit later. So when I draw out the first marble, the probability of being red, as I said, is 5 in 10, yellow is 4 in 10, and blue is 1 in 10. Now I put that marble back into the bag. I'm going to pull out a second marble. Okay, so if I pulled out a red marble the first time, and I put it back in the bag, the options, the outcomes could be, it could be a red again, it could be a yellow, or it could be the blue. If I pulled out a yellow the first time, put it back in the bag, the next time out, again, it could be a red, it could be a yellow, or it could be a blue. Or if I pulled that one blue out the first time and put it back in the bag, the next time I could get a red, a yellow, or a blue. Okay, so that's the first time I pull out the marble. This is the second time I pull out the marble. And again, I need to write in what the probability of each one is, because they are different. So that's a 5 in 10 chance, a 4 in 10 chance, and a 1 in 10 chance. Okay, you can see here now that you need a lot of space for this. Okay, 5 in 10 chance, 4 in 10 chance, 1 in 10 chance, 5 in 10 chance, 4 in 10 chance, and a 1 in 10 chance. Okay, now the next thing I do is I put in all of my outcomes. So here it could be a red first and a red second, so that'd be a red, red. It could be a red and then a yellow, a red and then a yellow. It could be a red and a blue. It could be a yellow and then a red, a yellow and a yellow, a yellow and a blue and a red, a blue and a yellow, or a blue and a blue. Now, to count the probability, to measure the probability of each of these outcomes, we need to use those particular fractions. Say, for example, if I want to know the probability of it being a red and a red, the probability of being red here is 5 in 10. The probability of it being, again, a red is 5 in 10. So the probability is 5 in 10 multiplied by 5 in 10, which equals 25 in a 100 chance. Okay. Now, one other thing that you need to understand so that you're doing them correctly is if I add these fractions together, I should get 1. So 5 out of 10, 4 out of 10, and 1 out of 10 is 10 out of 10, which is 1, because that's the whole probability is 1. The probability of getting either a red, yellow, or a blue would be 1, because they're the only colors in it. And up here again, 5, 4, and 1 is 10. 5, 4, and 1 is 10. 5, 4, and 1 is 10. If I multiply all of these numbers together and I add them all together down here, I'll get 100 out of 100. But I'm not going to do that because the question doesn't ask me to do it. The question asks me to find these ones, which I will do next. But that is how to do the tree diagram.